Today I'm on a little adventure to a place called Badger Springs. Badger Springs is a trail that is literally right off of the I-17 that runs north out of Phoenix towards Flagstaff, Arizona. The Badger Springs Trail is already scoring points with me. As you can see, there's only 2 cars in the parking lot. One of them is mine, and off yonder, not even a mile away, you can see the freeway, the I-17. This is the trailhead. So the point of that is that even that close to the freeway, this trail does not get overrun. They've got a little sign-in log here, which I will do here in just a minute. And there is the clearly marked trailhead that wanders on down into that canyon over there. So we'll explore and see what we can find. One of the challenges of hiking in Arizona sometimes is figuring out where the trail goes, and they really don't leave much question to it on this trail, which is nice. Clearly marked, easy to follow. And it's so important because here in Arizona, one of the common problems is people get out, they get so caught up in the environment and what they're looking at that they kind of lose sight of either how far they've gone or which direction they've traveled. And sometimes in the desert the trails aren't clearly marked or clearly visible. So if you get stuck out here, and especially if you don't have enough water in triple-digit temperatures, which is pretty common, it can spell disaster for some. I haven't even gone, definitely not a half mile, maybe just over a quarter of a mile, and quickly transitioned from a traditional desert kind of trail into this sandy wash. And the amazing thing is we've actually had a good deal of rain this summer. Now look at here, seeing some water already, and I don't know if there's a little source of water there or what, but oh, looks like we have more up here. Okay, but anyway, you get into this sort of rock hopping mode here, and you see some traces of water. But as I was saying, here in 2017 we've had a good deal of rain this summer, and that has helped green things up. Look at all the green plants. So I'm here in the second week of September. Still pretty hot. It'll get close to 100 degrees today, not quite 100, but pretty hot, and still fairly lush here in this little basin where the water obviously flows down towards the creek or the river. There's plenty of decisions to make as you're hiking along here to decide which way to go. You can't really get lost as long as you follow the main creek bed here. Alright, just continuing along the trail here, maybe a half mile in now. Just look at the beautiful rock formations through here. Just shows you by how smooth the rocks are. It would appear that there's been plenty of water that has run over their surface in the past. Look at all the debris still washed up. Banks there. It's an indication too that there's been water flowing through here recently. When I talk about decisions, I'm stuck in a place here where it appears as though the trail has just ended. See a little into the trail here. Since we're in Arizona, we're always on watch. Snakes, especially rattlers. All the snakes are scary, but particularly rattlers are one to watch out for in terms of venom. Okay, I'm about at the 1 mile mark. The trail has widened out, which is a wash here, and why it's interesting. Sudden has widened out. Now you can see why this now, I definitely recommend this trail for anybody that wants a good taste of Arizona. Got it all here. So basically you walk another 50 or 60 yards down here. The soil gets a little crusty because that's an obvious sign that this has been pretty well covered with water recently. And anyway, you get on down here, you can't quite see the pools from back there, that vantage point, but you get to this spot. There's one pool over there, another one over there, a little bit more shallow. But I would imagine in the springtime or even winter, this I wouldn't be surprised to see this whole area filled up with water right here. All right. So my last little snippet of this video, I was approaching that section over there where the dry dirt is, and I've been kind of venturing around here looking for some petroglyphs. People have posted all kinds of pictures of them, descriptions of where they're at and so forth, but I'm just not finding them. But in the meantime, what I am finding is a pretty amazing little pool here. No idea how deep that water is, but it's a little too murky for my needs, for my desires, so I'm going to stay out of it. It's interesting because the pool goes all the way across here, and I'm sure there are times when this thing is flushed out and so forth. But look at this grass. This is, way off the beaten path, so obviously there's no landscaper who planted this or takes care of it. It's just growing naturally. And the best I can tell, this is Bermuda grass, which is the same grass that many homeowners use in their lawns in the Phoenix area, in the valley. Nice breeze blowing here. And so what I'm going to do is keep scouting around for these petroglyphs. Now, one of the reports I read said that if you come down, when you get to the pools, which we're obviously at the pools, look for the petroglyphs up on a rock at 7 o'clock. So if I was standing over there, that was 6 o'clock by my estimation, because these pools kind of wrap in both directions. So this would be at about 7 o'clock. So this is why I'm kind of concentrating on this area right over here. And for the life of me, I cannot see any at all. However, this is based on past petroglyph hunting expeditions. This is the perfect spot for them. And lo and behold, this is not staged or scripted. I think I just found them. There is a spot right up there. There's a kind of a gray rock with some white marks, and I'm about 99% sure that is the petroglyph. So what I'm going to do is hike down over here, scramble across a few rocks, try to get myself over there, get some close-ups of the petroglyphs. Okay, I've completed my rock hopping and scrambling from that spot across the pool over there up here to this little flat portion, and we definitely have some petroglyphs here. They are protected and guarded by these trusty and reliable prickly pear cactuses and cacti. I know people are correcting me already. Here you see a set of petroglyphs. I'm going to try to extend my my selfie stick here and get a little bit closer. There you can see the petroglyphs. Have no information or data on what exactly any of them mean, how long they might have been here. However, this is actually one of the joys of hiking in Arizona, is just kind of looking for them. I consider them to be gold nuggets. I want to try to get up just a little bit higher, because further up the way you can see some more petroglyphs. So it's pretty evident to me that the peoples that inhabited this area a long time ago, probably the teenage boys, used to like to get up here and leave their mark, so to speak. So I'm going to try to finagle myself around here and get a better look at those. Let's see how this goes. Alright, sorry for all the rock views here. Just scrambling around trying to get myself up there better. Hopefully coming down is easier than going up. Alright, so I'm right at the face of the rock with the first set of petroglyphs that I spotted from across the pools. And then you can see some other petroglyphs up there on the rocks. And again, I have no clue what any of them mean. Maybe they tell a story. Maybe it's just artwork. Maybe it's, you know, old school graffiti, as some have suggested on some of the adventure sites that I follow. But look at this view here. Isn't that amazing? So pretty. You can see the lush grass down there on the other side of the pools. It's about time for me to start heading back, but I'll finish with a few thoughts here on my way back. So by the way, my name is Paul, for those of you that are just viewing some of my videos for the first time, and I'm the voice narrating these shots. I just do this for fun. I'm not a professional rock climber either, as you can tell as I scramble down here. However, just wanted to talk through a few thoughts on the way back here. Like I said, some people get all worked up about the petroglyphs. You know, those of us that enjoy them think they're pretty exciting to see, and there are others that just say they're nothing but prehistoric graffiti. So I like to think that they tell a message. I've personally tried etching into some of the rocks here in Arizona, and I know it's not easy. So at the very least, we know that the people that left those images there spent some time doing it. And so an interesting thing here, though, I'm on a little trail that I didn't even see as I was coming down the wash. So the easy way to find those petroglyphs, if you ever come down this Badger Springs trail, is as you guys probably remember from a little ways back, I was walking down the wash and then saw the dogs and some pools down there, and there's a trail right over here to the left. So you see the big rocks. Just look for a trail on the left that goes right up to those petroglyphs without any rock scrambling or jumping over. So anyway, pools are I never would get political on any of these videos, but I do want to give a shout out to the U.S. government, because for all of its faults, they do one thing well, and that is set aside land for future preservation, and this is one spot. So I am on it's called the Agua Fria. If I was better with my Spanish, I'd probably call it Agua Fria, but Agua is how I was taught to say it. And this is a national monument that encompasses thousands of acres rather, and there are two different entrances. I came to the easiest one right off of I-17, about 40 miles north of Phoenix, and there's another exit if you just go north on I-17 to the I think it's called Bloody Basin exit. You can actually go to a different entrance for the national park, and the paved road ends virtually when you pull off the interstate. So from there, it's a pretty rugged road, winds for another 10 or 15 miles back, and there are some ruins, former dwellings that people have lived in, and some of the sources I've checked indicate there were over 1,000 dwellings there. So I'll have to do another future video on that spot sometime. But for now, I just want to give the U.S. government, Department of the Interior, a shout out for doing a good job of setting aside Agua Fria as a national monument. I would hate to see this get developed or otherwise overrun. And by the way, they're actually the other part that I mentioned, the other part of the monument where you can enter, not only are you allowed, but it's actually encouraged that you use off-road vehicles over there, because it's pretty rough. Wasn't that cool to notice how shady it got there for a little bit? There are probably about 10 spots along this hike where it gets nice and shady like that. So if you need to take a break, you can do that and cool off a little bit. So with that, I'm going to conclude this vlog, and I do want to thank you for watching. It'd be nice if you'd share it. Although I don't get all worked up about how many followers or views or anything I have. Frankly, it's just quite a bit easier to shoot video than it is to take notes and write stuff down later in a more of a blog format. So that's why I do the videos. So again, thanks for joining. Please join me on future adventures.